Alright, so I have been doing my YouTube social media thing for, I'm not really sure how long. I definitely started this venture maybe like 2 years ago, probably longer than that. I've always wanted to do YouTube, like internet social media, putting myself out there kind of thing. And, I've seen some degree of success about it. Uh, in my own estimation, I like how far I've come. It's really exciting to see me be at 200. I'm at 200. Like that's just, I'm just happy. I'm happy that I picked up to some degree, and it's possible for you to just put yourself out there and to actually go somewhere. So I am gonna do a bit of a shout out video thing as far as the other sites I use, as far as my entire dominion online, as far as where I post, because I'm at 200 on YouTube, but cross-platform I kind of want to see how much I'm at, and then this is also me trying to make people who want to watch me uh, have all my stuff across all the platforms that I'm on, and to kind of talk about my experiences with these platforms, and to kind of talk about how I have what my feelings are on these platforms. All right. So, well, first I should actually talk about recording softwares. And so I am currently using to record my videos OBS. It's a streaming software. I have found that it's free, right? It's something good to use. I actually didn't think about recommending my streaming software. The other thing I use to record videos with is like the basic camera app on the fucking Windows. That's okay. It's done good by me. I don't have a microphone. I have a camera microphone, which is why it sounds shitty all the time. But OBS is good. I don't think I'll link that, but look that up if that's something you'd be willing to use. You can also stream with it. I like to stream with it. So there's that. Moving on, we're going to be talking about sort of all the things that I do across platform. It's pretty much I just upload my videos to multiple sites. So first I have YouTube. So I have a small following on other websites. So if you didn't know I had a YouTube, this is my YouTube. It's doing pretty good. I've had some videos that have gone pretty successful. This is really just I don't know. I'm just kind of like talking about what I've seen. I'm really grateful for some of these, like a 2.5K on this video, this edit I did, editing down a Brett and Eric Weinstein podcast. That was good. And my reading of the Hagakure, I think is the way you say it, is at 1K views. I'm like, that's so cool. I thought that video was. I should finish the reading because the opening is boring, and what else? The video is boring, but then you actually don't get to any of the philosophy in that video because it's just the intro. So I really should go back and do that. Have I re-uploaded LA Cyberpunk twice? Okay, so my proudest video I've done is probably the Save Our Children rally. This is just me going over all my content and sort of doing like a recap, so it doesn't really matter. I'm proud. What I'm most proud of is the Save Our Children rally. That one was really good. Like it was the most on the grounds weird thing I've ever done. And the Trump float was wild. That was the most cinematic thing. And it's weird because I find like videos that blow up like this, like my walkaway story, which is how most people have gotten to find me, is like 12K, but like my Trump float rally is like at 27 views. Not saying like there's people should watch one of these things or the other things. I just feel like it's so strange how the algorithm distributes your views. Like this one makes sense. I spent a lot of time on the edit. My walkaway story was kind of personal and it was relevant to the time of like the election and all that. So people kind of kicked on the view. Uh, I'm very proud of some of these early videos where I talk about economics and like wealth tax and loopholes and stuff like that. I kind of do. I still do those economic videos. I just uploaded one recently. I don't know where it is. It needs to load in. Yeah, this one, Rich People. I just uploaded it. Uh, so it's really weird how, and see, then after I got my walkaway video to work, I tried to pander to the walkaway thing by doing my Gays for Trump video, and it only got 92 views, so there's really no rhyme or reason, but it's just so interesting to watch how, like, algorithm on YouTube works and, like, distributes your views. So, moving on, also this one. Also, the video fucking leaves this giant gap above my head. I also am proud of my 3D printing haul because I love my I'm trying to do a 3D printing thing, but we'll get to that later as I go through my sites. So that's YouTube, and everyone knows what YouTube is. For the people who are offside of YouTube who found me, I have a YouTube. If you want to subscribe to that, you know, I tend to try and upload to the other sites before YouTube, but that's just saying, like. And there's a chance that YouTube will one day remove me because if it removes the bigger creators, it will remove me. Next is Odyssey. Now, Odyssey used to be Library, and I have found Library to be very endearing. So most of the time, I've found alt text sites. Just making sure this is still going. Yes, it's still going. Sorry, I stopped myself. When it comes to alt text sites, I have found that it tends to be right-wing, and it's not that that's bad, it's just that it kind of disallows for people who are more, I don't know, if you're looking for normal stuff, normal content that's just like trying to be casual, like a true YouTube alternative that isn't just for political people. Um, I was kind of skeptical of alternative websites, but I found that Odyssey is actually really good, and it has some. It tends to be on like the fringe of the internet as far as like it still is a lot about politics, but then it tends to be about other cultural things. It's about, you know, commentary, maybe video games. See, there's something here about Blender. Lots of stuff about tech. Lots of stuff about tech, actually. And you find, and you actually, I like Odyssey because it kind of is a, like, I watched this video by Luke, it was pretty good. I find that Odyssey is kind of like if you take the small time YouTube, give it its own site, that's what lots of people are using. Like de-mainstreamed YouTube is kind of Odyssey. And I actually wanted to do something too. I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a synopsis on how large my domain is. So my main account on here is Star. I have another account with my name on it. I kind of don't want to use that one. You might have just seen it. It doesn't really matter very much, but I, I uh, I consider using my Star 3D Prints account, my favorite of the accounts. So I kind of wanted to do a bit of a calculation here on all my follower count across platform, just to see. So there's 28 followers on my Star account on Odyssey. So if anyone's on other platforms, I do recommend Odyssey as an alternative if you want to find other people who are making content, who are smaller stream, who aren't going to be promoted on YouTube's algorithm, but might be promoted by Odyssey's algorithm. It's a really good way to like get yourself out there, I say. I like Odyssey, I think, the best out of the alternatives as far as video uploading sites. Next, I have a BitChute. Now, BitChute is the most energetic of the alternative video websites, I'd say. And you tend to get a decent amount of like views if you're a small-time uploader. I'm quintessential small-time, like smallest of small-time. But you still tend to get, these are all 20, you get 50 here, 56, 71, 73, 64, and these people aren't actually subscribing to me, but it shows that the algorithms on BitChute do also bring you up. Like, I like Odyssey. I've gotten more followers off of Odyssey, but I've gotten more views off BitChute. Like, I don't find my uploads always gaining super amounts of traction when it comes to Odyssey. But on BitChute, at least people are seeing my totals, I'd say. And it's hard for you to just pick out of a single video how many people have seen. See, there's some views on that one. 70 on that one. Well, maybe it's a bit equal, but that's not what I really want to go into. I like BitChute. I find there's uploaders on here who are more committed to making BitChute work than Odyssey. Odyssey is just people who are like on YouTube trying to upload to other sites, but BitChute has a little bit more presence behind it. I do donate to BitChute for it to exist. I kind of find it being the most real of the alternative website options so far. Obviously, Odyssey is real, but Odyssey does this thing where it backs up off of YouTube, so it actually takes your uploads off YouTube and puts it onto the website. So it's trying to stick more onto YouTube's like uploaders, while BitChute is I can't speak, trying to create like a true alternative where maybe the creators are separate eventually. That'd be kind of what the goal of BitChute might be. Next, and I just started using this website. Actually, let's talk about Brighteon first. I do not recommend Brighteon. It had login issues and glitches and bugs, and there's these are decent views, but I find that if you're not pre-established to some degree off Brighteon, it's hard for you to get a following here. And I have found that I was not getting any views, and everything is slow to upload because it's manually uploaded, and I just didn't find it being a super fun site to use. The format is kind of weird looking, like it's kind of I don't like it. It's so and I didn't find people interesting on here. Like this is mainly politics. It's mainly like weird kind of right-wing hippie politic people to some degree, and it's not as interesting as it's not as easy to even upload to. Like I have uploads where I'm uploading and then I go off to a different tab or something and it breaks and I have to start the upload process all over again. And yeah, I found that there's good uploading when it comes to Odyssey and when it comes to BitChute. So I recommend those. I don't recommend Brighteon. I just got on this other site called Rumble, and I've uploaded my first video today. I have no idea how it works. The only thing that I have seen a plus for on this website that I have not seen for any other website is it has like a monetary system where you can actually earn cash to some degree by making Rumble exclusives or something like that. And I don't really know all the ins and outs of it. It looks cool. I kind of like that, but we'll have to see. So I'm not fully recommending this or not. I'm just kind of saying it's a thing that exists. One thing is I don't like that my image that I upload to my video here that I just uploaded is not appearing. Oh, whoops. It's not appearing, even though I uploaded it properly. Let's see. Is it even moving? I was talking with... Yeah, so it's one person saw it. Anyway, Rumble exists. I'm not recommending it or not recommending it. I'm just sort of saying it's there. I don't want to say something and then have it be shitty and then someone goes there without me saying it. Anyway, other things. So that's all my video uploading recommendations. I'm going to get into sites I use for, what's the right way of saying it? Streaming. Well, okay, so streaming, right? I stream on YouTube. I've gotten a little bit of viewership by doing that, but streaming on YouTube is cool. I kind of like it, but I'm not always the most, what's the word? Trusting of YouTube's longevity, because I feel like they're going to eventually start throwing people off and stuff. So I'm on DLive as a streaming site, and I really like this. So this is getting into my other thing, because I do politics, but I also do engineering, and I really want to do more engineering, and I've been having to want to do engineering streams, and I've done a little bit, and I have about 3 followers, I think. If I can go to my analytics. Yeah, I have 3 followers, and then when I stream, I can get paid. I really like that, and I've gotten actually like 3 lemons, whatever the fuck a lemon is. It's some degree of money. It's like tips. I really enjoy that, so I'm going to add this to my total. Did I do that right? Yeah. So 3 followers on here. It's pretty good. I actually like DLive. I'm not sure how many people use DLive in comparison to the other primary streaming service, Twitch. Now, Twitch is, yeah, people hate Twitch. Like, it is not the favorite for a reason. Like, it's gone mainstream in the same way that YouTube has, even though that YouTube is so big that there's like a natural, what's the word for it? There's like a natural reservoir of like indie creators that can still find each other on YouTube, so it's still a viable site for small creators. However, there's like, you know, they promote, like my algorithm and my recommendations are lit, but the mainstream YouTube is all the, you know, pretty faces of the news and all that, and of like the television people, and that's kind of where Twitch is gone. Like Twitch is totally just like the most monetized, like permanent, like ads, like the biggest people of all time, and these people are ridiculously big. But look, 23K on Moist Critical's stream right now. I mean, Crickle's an amazing streamer, but he makes a ton of money. This website is really for the big boys now, in my opinion. So I like D Live, and I like to put backing music on my live streams. So you know, having that, there's like DMCA problems on Twitch where they'll take down your VOD and stuff, and I just don't want to deal with it. I do have a Twitch. I might try and stream there to get viewers there, but just to let you know, I have a Twitch. Minds. I don't know how I feel about Minds. Minds is okay. It's a good uploader. Like I kind of see Minds not as a video uploader site, but as like a generalized posting site, and that's where I'm now in the posting section, like just general posting, like a Twitter, Facebook kind of websites. I don't recommend Facebook, and I don't recommend Instagram, and I don't recommend Twitter. Fuck all those websites. Minds is a good alternative if you're looking for something like that. That's like a Facebook, but it's okay. Like it's only okay. I have 28 followers on here, and it's pretty good. So I'm adding that to my total. I mainly got my followers on here via, what was it, through my 3D modeling and 3D printing posts. So I was kind of planning on making this part of my like domain specifically about that, but I don't. I kind of branched out because I realized that I wasn't really willing to have that be all I was known for. But I definitely want to go back to making engineering stuff, and so you might find more images here as like pictures or just single like post updates that aren't videos on Minds, and I like Minds for that reason, that it's not just pure, like on YouTube it's pure videos. This is not pure videos. You can do text posts. I prefer, out of all the websites for text posts, like a Twitter alternative or like a Facebook alternative is Parler. Everyone knows what Parler is. Everyone knows what these websites are. I'm just telling you my take on them. I have 32 followers on here, and those are native followers. So I found that like I've been growing organically on this website. I like Parler a lot. It's been getting better as more people have been coming on, and more people in general. Like through my recall efforts, I've noticed that like I can kind of get a sense of like the normal people who are conservative but don't know about the internet and don't know about like technology alternatives. They like Parler. So like that's pretty cool. I don't like that there's a lot of problems with Parler because there's formatting issues. Like there's so much space that's wasted on this website, and I just wish I could like see people's posts or more easily, like on the side, or like I can have multiple things open on the website, because at this point it's like everything's a single scroll, like a Reddit, and I hate that. It's like it's streamlining the things that you see, but then if someone posts a lot, then it kind of floods the feed, and then you don't get to see everything that other people are making, and then it's harder to search for like hashtags and things. So there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of things that the site needs to work on, but I still feel like there's an energy behind this site, kind of like with BitChute, to bring it up to like a full-fledged status that I really think is good. I'm adding my follower count here. Woo! Okay. And then that's all my recommendations for social medias. Finally, though, I want to talk about the thing that I want to get into eventually, which is my 3D printing and my 3D modeling and my art thing that I'm trying to do, or I am trying to 3D model more. And I have these websites. Now, these websites are, these are like, how do I describe them? They're like databases for 3D print models. Now, I have two 3D print models that I've done. I did this in my 3D print haul video. A comma and I got 449, whoa, views. Woo! That's awesome. People aren't rating my shit, but I wish they would. And then a custom knife. These are early prints. I've not had any time to make these, to like really work on these, and I really need to go back and start working on these and maybe even updating these. But I've gotten a lot of downloads. Like to me 9 is a lot. To me 5 is a lot. The fact that anyone would download. So this is just like a summary of all my like online presence in the past, like I'd say couple of months. Like I've grown a lot, and it really feels good to me to have done that. And I got like 1 like on these posts. On my Thingiverse, if anyone would like to follow me on these 3D print sites, I'm going to upload more. Thingiverse I don't like as much. It's more normalified. It's more just normal people making like just toys and stuff, and people aren't really interested in what I'm making. But it's a good resource to grab from, but it's not like it doesn't have as much engagement. Like Cults has a great engagement, clearly by the number of people who have looked at my posts. Like I have no idea. I don't think it even gives me my number on the number of people who've clicked on this. Uh, it doesn't even tell me if people have been liking it. So this website is more of a database and not like a social media kind of thing. Like this has more of a social media aspect to Cults, and I do like the website format, and it gives me an email every single time someone downloads it, so I like that a lot. And you can make money off this too. So that is everything. Oh, also, Gab is a Twitter alternative. I don't recommend Gab. It's stupid. So that is like my scope of like my internet domain, everything I have, everything I do. I will make one more recommendation, which is follow Styx Hexenhammer. All my, like, he's like my internet occult master. He's the guy who's telling me about all this stuff. He's recommended a lot of these websites. Odyssey and BitChute are because of him, and then I started looking into alternatives because of him. I think he's really smart, and he's a libertarian, and I take lots of like marching orders from him. And that is like a summary of my internet presence, and a thank you for nearly, hold on, it's 21 minutes long. Sorry about that, but and it's a thank you for my 292 followers across platform. Like that's so cool. Like it's just I don't know what to say except thank you for all like the following and the potential for people to watch me. It makes me feel more confident that I'm doing this for a reason and that there's like actually like like that it works. Uploading online works and people will watch you eventually, especially if you upload cross-platform. If anyone else is looking to do what I'm doing, remember YouTube's not the only alternative. And if you want to grow and have people find you, you know, YouTube doesn't quite promote the smallest creators anymore. So find other websites and do your thing there. Do your thing everywhere. It takes a little bit more time, but if you really want to be found, not because you're trying to become famous, like like a big way, but like just you're trying to get your message out there, you want to be proactive about where you're uploading to. And that's all I have to say. So thank you for the nearly 300 follows. I appreciate it, and I'll keep working. Thank you.